brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What's going on? What's good, y'all? This your boy Hen checking on in, man. Episode 72 to the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. And look, man, y'all know I usually like have y'all guessing in suspense on like what jersey I'm gonna pull out or you know, and talk my stuff. Then I pull the jersey out. But today is a special type of day, man. I had to do something different, man. As y'all can see, Kobe Bryant jersey already out, man. But this just ain't any Kobe Bryant jersey, man. It just ain't any Kobe Bryant jersey. This jersey right here is the jersey when he dropped 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. This the same jersey. And when I mean the same jersey, I don't mean the jersey that he wore on his body. Like he actually wore with the sweat and he actually wore over his body. I mean, this the same type of model of jersey. This the same type of jersey that he had on, man. Of course, you know, it's authentic, all stick, everything, you know. Pull Out Game, don't play no games with that. You know what I'm saying? It's the real deal. But, like I said, this is the exact model made jersey, not the jersey he wore on his body. So when I say this the same jersey, I don't want people like, oh man, he lying. Kobe didn't actually wear it on his body. I know he didn't, fool. I'm saying it's the same type of jersey he wore, the model made jersey, when he dropped 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, man, like I said, I usually wait, have y'all in suspense and pull the jersey out, but man, look, man, rest in peace, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? We had to do it different. Had already have it out. It's already had to be out on this episode, man. Like, the jersey had already been shown, man. You know, that's how I do on the, you know, jerseys and the pull-out game and the TV, you know, the shows and, you know, how I do it for y'all. But, like I said, I had to switch it up a little different, man. So, y'all, you know, we're going to rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Kobe. But, look, man, before we get into that, I want to get into something else real quick before we get into it, man. I want to talk about the comedian Tracy Morgan. You know, he been in the news, something happened. A video came out about him. You know, if y'all don't know who Tracy Morgan is, he the dude that played Hustle Man on Martin. And he played in the show Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer. He was Cedric the Entertainer brother on the show Neighborhood. It's a TV show, a comedy show. It's pretty funny. But my favorite character that he ever played, though, was Hustle Man on Martin, though. That's my favorite TV show of all time. Dude was a trip, man. And, yeah, man, I never forget that show. And he played the hell out that character. But, look, man, it's something that came up, a leaked video footage. I don't know if it was leaked or how, you know, it would be on World Star and different places. But he had video, Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, my bad. I'm still thinking about the Neighborhood. He had a video, Tracy Morgan, he was coming out like a movie theater or a restaurant or something, and you know everybody was like paparazzi were filming him, cameras everywhere and everything, asking him questions, want autographs, you know, a lot of stuff going on. And then out the midst of the crowd came a homeless man, and he started talking to Tracy Morgan, and Tracy Morgan was like brushing him off and started talking stuff to him, and then come to find out, Tracy Morgan said that, you know, in the midst of all the crowds and stuff, Tracy Morgan said, like, yeah, I know him from my neighborhood back in the day. And he said it kind of like a mad, angry type way. And then, you know, the homeless man was like, yeah, we know each other and stuff like that. Then the homeless man like, yeah, you know, I'm homeless, though. I'm homeless. And then Tracy Morgan walked off from him and said, hey, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with me. So, and, you know, a lot of people were like, Tracy Morgan got all this money and his old friend or whoever back in the day needed something and he didn't help him. And some people like, I would have did this, I would have did that, I would have did this. And look, I ain't saying that he should or shouldn't have gave him the money. You know, most people saying he should have gave him something, you know, because Tracy Morgan had a lawsuit settlement, like a Walmart truck that ran into him, and he caught like a big bag of settlement and he got like a boatload of money. So Tracy Morgan was already famous, but he ain't never, that I know of, accumulated that much money at one time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for the accident. So But look, man, that his pocket, that his money. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta think like this too, man. With Tracy Morgan and all that happened, you know, he brushed old dude off. And of course, he homeless and feel bad cause me, if I ever got to the point I had boatloads of money, I be wanting to give back to people, man. I hate to see homeless people, and I try to give back when I can still, even though I ain't got money like that, like, you know what I'm saying, big buku money, but I still be want to give back, especially if I had money, like big money. I wish I wish I had that money like that. I would give back. God know in my heart I would give back. I would just give back. But at the same time though, he's not obligated. It's not like a written rule that he have to give back to that homeless man. Like I said, he knew him though. So at the same time, it might have been a reason he didn't want to give back. He might have had like, they might have picked on him when he was younger. Like they might have been bullying Tracy Morgan or made fun of him, and he grew up and things changed. And some people just don't forget that. I know they say, you should forgive and forget and all that, but some people ain't graduated to that stage yet to forget. Or you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure something happened. Cause the way Tracy Morgan said it, like he was mad. Like, something happened, man. But Tracy Morgan probably do give back. He probably just didn't want to give back to him because, he just probably had trauma in his head from a kid. Like, he might have bullied him. I ain't saying that happened, but it could have been something like that. So, we got to know the history of things and what people went through before we start judging. I don't judge nobody. I don't know what they went through or what happened. You know what I'm saying? If he gave back to him and gave some money, meet me at the hotel or meet me at this spot, I give you some money, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't, they had money though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tracy Morgan then put the homeless man in that situation. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the homeless man did to get in that situation. You know what I'm saying? He might have had some bad gambling debts and thought he was all this and that, and was talking stuff until he, while he was on top, and then when he failed, he needed some money. I mean, I ain't saying that happened either. I'm just saying scenario. These are scenarios. In case y'all don't know what scenarios is, it's like different possible situations that could have accumulated, you know what I'm saying, to get, come on, man. Scenarios, man, scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Some possible situation that could have happened that you give examples of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the actual definition, but it's scenarios, man. Look it up, man. Y'all know what scenario is. If y'all old enough to be watching this podcast, y'all should be old enough to know what scenarios mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Different examples and different situations type stuff. But anyway, but like I said, we don't know what happened with dude. We don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what, like, the reason he felt that way, like, not to, give him the money, or the reason he shrugged him off like that. You know what I'm saying? He like, hey, look, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Decision you made and, like, reason you homeless. And he walked off, and that was that. So, man, either you want to give or not give, man. I mean, that's on him, man. I don't look at him no certain way, man. One thing I know about the media and this internet business, man, like, people are so sensitive, like, since the internet came along. Like, they find ways to make the littlest thing into, like, the biggest ever. And, I guess that's an internet thing. I think if the internet wasn't around, they wouldn't make, like, the smallest stuff so big. I think they know that they can run straight to the internet and make it go viral. They do it. But back in the 90s and stuff like that, you had stuff on the news and stuff, but the stuff on the news was like big deal stuff. It wasn't like little stuff. It wasn't like so small, like, okay, what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But, that's the life we live in, man. They make little stuff out of little stuff because they can. They know it's going to go viral. They know they got the internet to make it big. And, people thrive off attention. So, who report the news first, who report the story first, they feel like they finna get some attention. They finna get some fame. They finna get a little money. So they run to the internet. Because like I said, back in the days, it was on the news, it was big. And if it was like something small, it stayed where it was at. It didn't make the news. It didn't make the this and that. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the tabloids and stuff. Y'all remember the tabloids they used to have in the aisle of the grocery store, like right before you check out. They had it right before you check out in the checkout aisle at the grocery store. You finna ring your stuff up to the cashier. They had like a magazine, the Ledger Inquirer. Don't act like y'all don't know about the Ledger Inquirer back in the 90s. That was the first TMZ World Star Hip Hop. That was it. The Ledger Inquirer was the first thing. They talking about aliens coming down from Mars, and they 20-year-old, I don't know, they pregnant with a 20-year-old in their stomach or something. Like, it just be some crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A raccoon was in Chicago caught smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? With all their buddies. Like, it just always all kind of stuff, man. It just was like weird stuff in the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, a Martian is down here to come to take over the world and kill everybody in the next 2 years. They're on their way down here right now. It's just taking a while for the spacecraft to get here. There always was some stuff, man. But anyway, I don't know, man. But like I said, I don't know how we got to Legend Choir. I do not know. But but yeah, man. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, Tracy Morgan do what he want to with his money, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know the backstory reason he felt that way. That man, Tracy Morgan, built up the career, earned his money, and I hate to say it, but he got in that car accident, but it was a blessing. He got all his money, and then that's his life. He went through that accident. He filed the lawsuit. He won the money. It's his life. He do what he want to with his money. His career, he do what he want to with his money. He's not obligated to do anything. I ain't saying he shouldn't give back. You know what I'm saying? It'd be dope if he did, but hey, at the end of the day, I don't look either way at him, bad or good. That's just his money, and the homeless man gotta find a way to dig up out that situation. Cause at the end of the day, if he never ran into Tracy Morgan, he would still have to find a way to get up out of his situation of being homeless. So, life goes on, man. You know what I'm saying? The words of Pop, man. Life goes on. But look, man, what we here for today, though, man? We here for this dude right here, man. Kobe Bryant, man. Like I said, I usually wait, pull the jersey out, have y'all in suspense, the pull-out game. But, at the end of the day, it still represents the name. The pull-out game, I pulled out the Kobe Bryant jersey when he dropped 81 points on the Toronto Raptors, man. Stop playing, man. I mean, come on, man. But, at the end of the day, man, we can't forget Kobe, man, what he did, man. And I remember like yesterday, man, when I found out Kobe had passed. My homeboy, shout out my homeboy Tree, man, in Atlanta. He sent me a text, man. I went by my phone, man. I had left my phone in the car, and I went and got my phone. And and I know he don't play with messages like that. He don't play around with special stuff like that. And I think I told this story before too, man. But I looked at the message, and I looked at it, and he sent me a Google article about Kobe passed in a plane crash, a helicopter crash. And it was a helicopter crash, and I was like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell Tree sent me? What is it? And then, I wasn't even thinking to write him back or nothing. I was just thinking about, let me go to the near, then I went on Facebook and Instagram, and I started seeing a lot of people like, no, Kobe, no. And a lot of people saying like, please tell me Kobe ain't dead. And so then, after I went there, I rushed. I ran like here. I rushed, internet-wise, I rushed straight to Google. Typed in Kobe Bryant. I ain't had time to type in Kobe Bryant death or is Kobe Bryant dead. I just typed in Kobe Bryant. I don't even think I typed in Kobe Bryant. I think I just typed in Kobe. That's it. And soon I typed in Kobe. It's about plane crash. Kobe just found pronounced dead and he's gone. And Kobe, was in a helicopter crash, flame. They had pictures and all kinds of stuff. And I like, man, dude, that jump was so unreal. It was so unreal, man. Like, I could not believe Kobe was gone. Like, I even though Google said it, cause when you go on Google is damn near like etched in stone, like it happened almost. Like, you go to Google, it's like really the source of everything. And even though Google said it, I still couldn't believe it. I thought Google was having a prank day or something. Like, that'd be a bad prank to have. Talking about Kobe Bryant death. But then, like I said, Kobe died and Gigi and, what I'm saying, the other passengers. It was like, man, it was sad. It was sad business, man. It was sad. It was just sad. I still can't believe he gone, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and the other passengers, man, on that helicopter, man. They were just going to the game, Gigi and them game. And yeah, man, they were just trying to have a good day, man. And it's crazy too, man, because Kobe dropped on that game, you know what I'm saying, was January 22nd, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. January 22nd, you know what I'm saying? 2006. He dropped that 81 point game, man. And then like, you know, that I don't know, man. I just can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't believe that happened though. Like I just can't believe that happened to Kobe, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember Kobe coming in the league, a little young buck, man, 18, just trying to figure his way around the league, and you know what I'm saying. And I remember the All-Star game, and he you know what I'm saying, he was trying to go back and forth with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that 98 All-Star game, man. Like, that was a crazy moment too, man. Like Jordan, Kobe was trying to talk stuff to Jordan, and Jordan was like, look, young buck, you ain't ready for this. And they were having like back and forth, and Kobe was not scared of Jordan. 18 years old, trying to go back at Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude ain't went to college. Just got, made it to the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think 2 years. He was 2 years in by then. You know, he came in the league in 96, but 98, man, he was like, people kind of knowing, like, this Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a young, up-and-coming phenom. But yeah, man, 2006, man, January 22nd. That's when he dropped the 81 points, man. And again, Toronto Raptors. And I know y'all seen the commercial with Jalen Rose. Yeah, the Jalen Rose commercial that, Jalen Rose was, they finna eat, and, they was like, went out to dinner together, and that was a funny commercial. Y'all ain't seen the Jalen Rose and Kobe Bryant commercial, man? Go check that out on YouTube or somewhere. Legendary, man. Kobe basically was taunting him about at dinner, basically like how he dropped 81 points on Jalen Rose and the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy, crazy, crazy time. And Sam Mitchell, he was their coach. And shout out to Sam Mitchell, because Sam Mitchell is from Columbus, Georgia. He was Toronto Raptor coach at the time. You know what I'm saying? Got to rep Columbus, Georgia. But look, man, Phil Jackson was saying that whole game, even before the game started, look, man, I don't know the backstory why Phil Jackson was so into winning that game like that. I know, of course, you're a coach. You want to win every game. We need to win this game. But he was like putting on extra, saying like, we need to win this game like it's a Super Bowl or like a, like a championship type of bet on the line. Like, we have to win this game with a lot of money on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like a gamble or something. I don't know, but he was putting on extra, like, we have to win this game. We got to win this game. I don't know why. I don't know what the backstory of that was. Cause he was like more into it than the usual coach should be. It was like even more, even though a coach loved to win, Phil Jackson loved to win. He won out the championship with the Bulls, and you know what I'm saying, and he done did all this, you know what I'm saying, with Shaq and Kobe too. And but he was so adamant about, like, we have to win this game. We have to win this game. And this around the time Shaq was gone, you know what I'm saying? Shaq was with I think around that time Shaq was gone with the Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade and them boys. And that's the same year that Wade and Shaq won the championship. But that's another story for another day. But 2006, man, I'm talking about, like, look, man, Kobe was like, he was quiet that day. You know what I'm saying? And Smush Parker and a lot of other players, man, they was like, they was up and coming. Kobe already was established. And, that game that Phil Jackson felt they just really need to win, man, they were down by 20. Like, the Raptors were cooking the Lakers. They were cooking them boys. I mean, like 20, 25. I mean, just cooking them. And then, I think at halftime, Kobe had like 32 points or something like that. He was in like, 32 points. So you got 32 points at halftime. You thinking like, okay, that's good. But, y'all down by 20 and Kobe dropped 32. You thinking like, yeah, Kobe might, end the game with like a, you know, what, a 40 piece or maybe like 45, maybe 50 points, you know. He might end the game with that. So, you know, they came back out at halftime, after halftime, but even in the locker room at halftime, you know, a lot of the young players were looking at Kobe. Kobe was just like this. He was just like, he was quiet. He wasn't saying nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? When Phil Jackson was talking to the players and pep talking, Kobe was just quiet. He didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? You would think like they down by 20 and Kobe got 32. He'll be like mad and talking stuff like, hey, we gotta do better. And Kobe didn't say nothing. He was quiet. He was in his own zone. He wasn't bothering nobody. He wasn't caring to talk to nobody. He didn't want no piece of gum. He didn't want nothing or nothing from nobody. He just wanted to beat himself. So Kobe came out that third quarter, man. I don't know what happened, but Kobe just started cooking. I'm talking about he just started cooking. I mean, every shot that he made, like every shot that he shot, it went in, and like couldn't nobody stop it. He was throwing up like the craziest threes, the craziest fadeaways, the craziest layups. They was getting, you know, he was getting double team, triple team. You know what I'm saying? One time, a couple played, all 5 players said, damn, the other 4 players on the Lakers, let everybody lock in on Kobe. It's kind of like you playing like 21 or like a basketball game, and you know, these the last points, the score to win the game, and everybody trying to triple and quadruple team you, and like 7, 8 people just trying to like all like defend you because they know like if you make this next basket, you're gonna win the game. And that's how they were doing Kobe on that 81-point game. Like everybody was trying to check him, man. Like, and no matter who checked him or no matter how many people checked him, he still scored. Like, it don't matter. Like, Kobe was in like some kind of warped, like possessed tunnel vision. I don't know, spirit. I don't know what happened. But Kobe went off, man. I'm talking about he went off. And then at the end of the third quarter, he had 53 points. I'm like, damn. And then, you know, a lot of people thinking like, damn, 53, where is this going? And, you know, by that time, man, I think they was up by a little bit, or the Raptor was up by a little bit. You know, it's still, the game was still close, so Kobe couldn't just sit out. You'll think like somebody got 53 points, you know, then probably the game is in a position where that star player, superstar player can sit out. But they was up or down by a little bit. So they still needed Kobe. Kobe cranked it up another level, another notch. And then he started, man, I'm talking about he went super, super crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever he did in the third quarter, he upped that times 10. Like, he was in even another level. The level that you think nobody could get on, he took it up another level. And I'm like, damn, you know, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all, that game, it didn't come on actual TV, but you know, they had the channel NBA TV. They still got the channel NBA TV. Shout out to NBA TV. But, you know, the game didn't come on actual TV. But what NBA TV did, you know, they had a thing on their channel called Coast to Coast. And like they'll tap in on certain games that's doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like big things like the game close or whatever going on, they'll tap into it real quick. And then they, you know, through the whole night, people were hearing buzzings of like, you know, Kobe dropping 30, then he got 45, then he got 50, then he got 60. So they tuned in and locked into the game. I was watching it, you know, it was going on, you know, Kobe gets 60 something points, and you know, at one point he had 74. And like no matter, everybody got to the point like, man, we can't let Kobe do this to us, man. You know what I'm saying? And then to the point, then Kobe and the boy was up by like 10, you know, 8 points, and you know, Kobe and them was down by 20. They end up taking the lead and then surpassed them boys. And then it got to the point then, okay, we don't really care if we lose or not. We just can't let Kobe do this to us. Like, this embarrassing. So, but, you know what I'm saying? Kobe and the boy end up winning the game. But look, it really wasn't about that. It's about like, oh, we're going to get embarrassed though. I mean, y'all already got embarrassed by y'all being up by 20. And y'all let one single man, like, make a comeback. One single man made this whole comeback. This dude right here in this actual jersey right here made the comeback. And y'all hold tight. I'm gonna show y'all the jersey up close. You know, that's something that's traditional. Got to do that. But yeah, man, the dude came back from like 20 some points and like made this miraculous, crazy, ridiculous comeback. And then, you know, they found their way up by 8. The Lakers was cooking. And not the Lakers, but Kobe by itself. Like, you know, I know they say it ain't no iron team. You know what I'm saying? But what Shaq said it during Kobe retirement speech. He was like, what he said? Shaq said that Kobe said it ain't no iron team, but it's still a meat in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all had to watch. But anyway, Kobe ended up with 81 points. I think like when he had 79, he went to the hole, he got fouled. And when he got fouled, you know, I heard announcers. I remember them saying like, man, one free throw away, he would make the 80-point mark. He hit the first the first one, then hit the second free throw. And then, you know, he ended up having 81 points, man. I think a little bit after that, they took him out the game. Clearly, they were finna win the game. You know, everybody stood up, standing ovation. Yeah, and then after that, you know, he went to the bench, waved his hands like, you know, I did this for y'all. And you know, Kobe done put on a monumental show like many a time. You know what I'm saying? The slam dunk competition, little young buck putting on the slam dunk competition, and I still can't forget though, man. Man went to the prom with Brandy, man. Like the man was fresh out of high school. Like that was dope, man. You know, then Kobe had a cameo appearance on Moesha. You know what I'm saying? And that was dope. I thought that was fun. But yeah, man. But like I said, Kobe, he's like, man, it's no NBA, it's no basketball without Kobe Bryant, man. Like, come on, man. Kobe is like one of the like high rising flying superstars ever that graced the NBA, man. And you know, I'm just honored that, you know, I could talk about Kobe and, you know, hit 81 points. And this is exact jersey. Look, don't take my word for it though. Y'all go on Google, YouTube, whatever, and look up the 81 point game jersey that he had on. It's gonna be the same jersey that you see right here. The same one. Stop playing. Like the Pull Out Game podcast, man. But look, man, I could have pulled out some more jerseys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, but I just felt like, man, I want to dedicate this episode to Kobe and, you know, and that 81 point game, man. Like, and, you know, I had the jersey too. So, you know, y'all stay tuned, man. If y'all Kobe fans out there, I got a lot of more Kobe jerseys that y'all would not believe. Like, y'all be like, how, when, where, what, how did he get this jersey? Like, so yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. I got y'all, man. This the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Like that name is that name for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game podcast, man. I stand by it. But yeah, man, I just want to give a big shout out to Kobe, man. I never forget what he did. The man dropped 81. I remember when they had that on TV and I was watching it, they had it on Coast to Coast. They were playing it. And I was like, what is Kobe doing? Like, in a good way. I was like, Kobe is out of his mind. He is dropping bucket after bucket. It was like getting triple team. Like, they got to the point, like, the defenders weren't even worried about the Laker players, the other players. They were just focused on Kobe. Kobe, what is he doing? What is he doing? Like, Kobe was out of his mind. He was not missing nothing. And if he did miss something, it probably was a foul, and he going to the line, hit some free throws, and I'm like, man, Kobe was different, man. Like, he was different, man. Like, y'all stop playing with my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. Coming up, I always thought Kobe was exceptionally talented. Like, I thought he was, like, great. I thought he was a beast. I remember when they played the Boston Celtics, man, because they played them twice. I want to say the first time they played them, no, the second time they played them, because the second time they played them, was the second time? Yeah, the second time they played them, that's when the Lakers beat Boston. And with Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett. And I was saying to myself, like, you know, it was at one point, damn, like, Kobe not missing nothing. you know, I was like, because I want Boston to beat the Lakers because, I never been like, saying like on the Lakers bandwagon, like the Yankees, the Lakers, the Cowboys, the team that everybody like gravitated to. I always shied away from them because like, man, half of the, and I did that too because a lot of the fans, because half of the people that like them players, or like that team, and because they was already a well known team. There was a superstar type of team. Like that was a fan favorite America's team. Lakers, Yankees, Dallas Cowboys, like, that's the team everybody likes. So I never gravitated to the Cowboys, never gravitated to the Yankees, never gravitated to the Lakers. Like, I never did because mainly because of fans. Everybody like, oh man, this my team, this my team. And we know like a lot of percentage of people like them big team because they was big time well winning team and people bandwagon them teams. So that's why I didn't like them and resort in that. I didn't root for the Lakers and the Yankees and the Cowboys and stuff like that for those reasons. But at the same time, I never doubted, the greatness of Shaq and Kobe. I never doubted the greatness of the Yankees, with Derek Jeter and Bernie Williams. I never doubted the excellence of Emmitt Smith or Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman. So I knew these people were great. You don't see any players on my podcast like the Jersey. So that what I'm telling is the truth. So, I still represent these players, man. But Kobe was a beast. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to beat the Celtics. I didn't want them to beat the Celtics because, like, I got tired of all the bandwagon, the superstar, or I be here all the time in the championship type of team. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, man, Kobe was a beast. Can't take nothing away from him. Even though when I went against them, when they played Boston, Boston ain't my team either. I just want them to beat the Lakers. But, hey, I still couldn't do nothing. Kobe, he willed his way to a win, man. Kobe was a workaholic. He was a beast. Could nobody stop him? Like, Kobe was the Black Mamba, man. So, I mean, gotta show love to Kobe, man. Y'all see I got the Kobe hat, 24 Lakers. Like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, man. Number 8, when he dropped the 81 points. And y'all know I pulled out the Wilt Chamberlain jersey, the Philadelphia Warriors jersey, when he dropped 100 points. And, this the 81 point Kobe. You know what I'm saying? The second highest point scorer in one game of all time. Kobe Bryant did that. So, yeah, man, this the pull-out game, man. I just want to get one episode dedicated with just Kobe Bryant by himself, the 81 point game. We missed Kobe. Kobe was like, he's needed in the community of basketball, man. Like, there's no basketball talk without mentioning Kobe Bryant, man. What we talking about? This Kobe, man. So, yeah, man, I just want to pay respect to Kobe, man. Shout out to Vanessa and, and Kobe other daughters and, yeah, man. Kobe just something serious, man. I just had to pay my respects, man. Like, got the hat on, the Kobe hat, and it's the jersey dry 81 points in. And what I'm finna do now, I'm finna show the jersey up close and personal, like, show the jersey, like, cause y'all know I do that every episode. Got to show the jersey up close and personal, let y'all know, like, these jerseys ain't a game, though. It's real deal. And then, like I said, it got to be shown, man, out of respect to all these players, man, but we got to do it for Kobe, man. Rest in peace, Black Mamba, man. For real. Let's do this. Yeah, man. Kobe joint, man. Yeah. It's Kobe. Yeah. All still everything, man. Y'all look it up, man. This the same jersey he dropped 81 points in, man. Hold up there some more, man. So in case y'all want to just, put this, video to the side and just look real quick. Let me go on YouTube, see if he lying. Yeah, man. Go ahead. Try me up, man. You know what I'm saying? I stand by it, man. Did the exact jersey Kobe had when he dropped the 81 points. Right here, man. Against the Raptors. That's it. Yep, man. The exact one. Exact color. Everything, man. Everything. Stop playing. Yep. Number 8, Kobe Bryant, man. Y'all know I done pulled out Kobe Bryant middle school jersey on here, man. I done pulled out Kobe high school jersey. I done pulled out his McDonald Did I pull out his McDonald All-American? I got it, but I can't remember if I pulled it out. But, you know, had to go in my notes and see if I did already. So many episodes been on here, man, with jerseys, man. So y'all bear with me, man. These are a lot of jerseys to keep up with. So, you know. But yeah, man, this Kobe right here, the one he dropped 81 points in, man. Look it up. Look it up. Please do. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know this ain't a game, man. This Kobe Bryant, man. We talking about Kobe Bryant. That's all we talking about today, man. The 81 point Kobe, man. So yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. Y'all know about that, man. Yeah, this Kobe, man. Rest in peace, Black Mamba, man. Rest in peace, Gigi. Rest in peace, the other passengers, man. Yeah. Yeah, so I pulled out Gigi jersey too, and her friend. Yeah, man. She had a friend on the basketball team. Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to get a name away. Y'all go and check it out. Y'all go check it out, man. It's Kobe Bryant, man. Yep. Y'all see it, man. Kobe. Yeah, man. Kobe Bryant, man. January 22nd, man, 2006, man. He went crazy. The dude went crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, he went crazy. And you know, of course, y'all know he scored 81 points. And you know, field goal percentage. Well, you know what I'm saying, 60.9 field goal percentage. Like, that's crazy. 60.9. Man, you draw 81 points at 60.9 field goal percentage. And you know, and you shot, you know what I'm saying, 28 or 46. You know what I'm saying? You made 28 out of 46. You know what I'm saying? Shots. You know what I'm saying? 46 attempts and made 28. You know what I'm saying? That's big. You know what I'm saying? 3-point shooting, man. 7 to 13, man. You made 7 threes out of 13. 13, man, out of 3-point attempts, man. So, you know, that and, you know, 18 out of 20. Free throws he made, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, man. Final score, 122, 104. So, like, you know, I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. They scored 122, you know what I'm saying, on January 22. But, yeah, man, it's Kobe, man. Like, it's so many thoughts of Kobe, man. Like, you know, it's another thing, too, I want to talk about, too, about Kobe, man. Like, since Kobe passed, I noticed this, too, man. And some folks talk about it, but we're going to talk about it, too, man. But since Kobe done passed, people have been throwing a lot of salt on Kobe's name. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff they saying that about Kobe, like, in a bad light, or trying to downgrade his game, or trying to diminish how valuable he was to the sport, and picking all the other players over Kobe, and you know, this player, that player. You know, Kobe ranked number 12th and 15th, and like, this Kobe Bryant. And I don't know why they trying to diminish him like that. You know, I heard rumbling before he passed that, you know, Kobe was trying to, you know, buy this and own piece of that. And, you know, in the NBA world, and the, you know, the media was catching on to it. And they saying, I don't know. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm just talking speculation. But they was like saying that Kobe, you know, plane crash, helicopter crash. I keep saying plane, helicopter, plane. They both fly, but helicopter crash. They both saying, a lot of people saying helicopter crash went down because Kobe, you know, he was assassinated. You know what I'm saying? It was a sacrifice. They, you know, I hearing that because, you know, he was in the works of buying up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know like what that would have to do with anything, but I'm hearing like stuff like sacrifice type stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with that, but you know, Kobe, I don't know what was going on with that, but Kobe in that helicopter crash, man, like I said, man, I still can't believe that happened. Um, like I said, Google said it, I didn't believe it, and you know, I sat there thinking about it, and you know, what I'm saying, I ain't gonna lie, man, I shed a tear, like Kobe, man, not right then, but the next day, a couple days after, I thought about it, man. And you know, I just shed a tear for that, man. Like that's different, man. That's like, that took me back to like when Pac and Biggie died. Like when they said Pac died first, I couldn't believe it. And then on top of that, another legend, you know what I'm saying, passed away. Biggie, like big gone. Then like, and then like Aaliyah when she passed and her plane crashed, and them times I just remember, like, and Kobe, times I just remember, like, man, what? That's like unbelievable, man. Like, you know, like legendary talents that we never gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? They made like a big impact on the world. Not just in their profession, in the world. They made an impact. Like, you know, it's sad, man. I just can't believe that, man. You know what I'm saying? Kobe dropped 81. To this day, I don't know what got into him that made him like on drop 81. Um, it ain't really nothing that gotten into him. It just like, I just really feel like he was just in the zone. He just had it that night like that. Like, you know, God touched him, and you know, at halftime, God, like, wrote Kobe on the basketball or something, and just like he enrolled it to Kobe, and Kobe just went Space Jam on him, like, towards the end, Space Jam, Jordan and Looney Tunes, they just went crazy. Like, Kobe had that Space Jam in him. God passed Kobe the ball was glowing, and gave it to Kobe. Kobe just went nuts, like, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine if Kobe went crazy like that the whole game. Cause the first two quarters before halftime, Kobe had 32, and that was great. Don't get me wrong, that was great, but it wasn't the mode of third and fourth quarter. Just imagine Kobe went third and fourth quarter mode during the first and second quarter. Just imagine what, like, man, Kobe probably would have had 117 points or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably would have surpassed Wilt Chamberlain, but somebody asked me too, will anybody ever pass Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game? I don't know. I doubt it. You gotta be a lot of. You gotta have a lot of luck. You gotta be real selfish. I'm just being honest. You gotta have a lot of luck. You gotta be real selfish, and you gotta be like ultra locked in. And like, you really can't miss nothing. You can't miss no free throws, and you can't just miss nothing. You could probably, in all, you gotta take a lot of shot attempts. And in all, you probably can only miss like 2 shots. And you got to take like a lot of shot attempts, a lot of threes, a lot of 2-pointers. You got to have like, by halftime, you got to have at least about 72 or 65 by halftime. If somebody gets 65 by halftime, we got something going. We got a Wilt Chamberlain type of ball game then. We got 65 or 63 or something like that. If you in the 60s by halftime, let's just put it that way. If you anywhere in the 60s by halftime, 60, 61, 62, 63, we looking at some Wilt Chamberlain type of feats going on here. Like, we got something going on. We got something brewing in the cooking pot. But I don't know. I mean, you just gotta see. I don't know. You gotta see, man. Somebody one of these days might just go crazy, man. You got a lot of players that dropping buckets, man. They making 60 a game. So just imagine somebody just get in the mind state like, just cooking like that. I don't know, man. It could happen though, man. I don't know when. I don't know if, but it sure could happen. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta lock in. I'm not saying it's impossible. Cause like I said, Wilt dropped 100, Kobe dropped 81. But you gotta be locked in what Kobe did times, like, whatever Kobe did, you gotta be there times 3, times 4. Like, you gotta be a little more on it. You gotta be a little more locked in whatever Kobe did. How can anybody even do that, to be locked in on what Kobe was doing? So, I'm just saying, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Kobe dropped 81, and Kobe, it was 2 instances like that happened. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when Kobe dropped 81, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing when Kobe passed. I'm like, that's crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm glad everybody's still like not forgetting Kobe, and I can't stand the one that trying to throw his name like in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to diminish, like Kobe wasn't this, wasn't that, and and look, man, look, man, Kobe that guy, man. Kobe was that guy. I always thought he, you know what I'm saying, he one of the ones when he was alive. I'm not saying it because he passed, dead, and gone. Like, Kobe was always, like, elite great. You know what I'm saying? And he much needed in the basketball community, man. It's like, for real. So, but look, man, I just want to say this too, y'all. You know, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, all the likes, the subscribers, you know what I'm saying, the shares, the comments, the love, period, man. Like, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the truth. You know, I thank y'all. And like I said, the episode 72, man. And I had to show love to Kobe, man. Like, you have an episode by himself, man. It was well deserved. This Kobe Bryant, man, 81 points, man. He dropped to 81 points, man. So, you know, we just talking about that and you know, like that whole game, like how it went down and some you probably gonna never see again. You might not never see that again. But if you do, we're gonna have to talk about it. But if we do have to talk about it, that don't mean we're gonna forget what Kobe did. That don't mean we're gonna forget what Wilt, you know, Wilt the Stilt did, Wilt Chamberlain. So we never gonna forget what they did if somebody do eclipse what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe did Kobe type Kobe things. Like, come on, man. They Kobe, man. Black Mamba, man. Come on. But yeah, man. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? The Black Mamba. Um, you know, people like love to talk about, you know, things about players and stuff and like what they did, what they accomplished and you know, what they did or what they didn't do. And, you know, Kobe, he only had one MVP. And people try to diminish that, you know, one regular season MVP, and people try to diminish that, saying like he not up there with the greats because he had one MVP. You know, at the end of the day though, that's an opinion from like a lot of NBA writers and the media heads and stuff, and like that's not no etched in stone fact. It's a fact if you look on Google and ask how many MVPs he got, and they're like, yeah, it's a fact he got one, but it's not a fact that, you know, he only deserved one. He deserved more than one. You know what I'm saying? You know, Steve Nash, I know they had a battle one year. I want to say 2006. Was it two? It was one year that he's supposed to have won it and he didn't win. Kobe, like, basically should have like 2 or 3 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was like, you know, photo finish down the stretch and they gave it to the other player. You know, Steve Nash outbeat him one year. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Dirk outbeat him one year. You know, so, but I ain't saying, you know, Kobe deserved them years or he didn't deserve it. Like, it was a photo finish, you know. Steve Nash won his 2. You know what I'm saying? Dirk won 1. I mean, you know, so, I mean, it really depends, though, how you look at it, though, man. But I feel Kobe deserved more than 1. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter if Kobe didn't have none. It's still Kobe Bryant. He still he did what he did for the league, man. You can't take nothing away from him, man. I ain't gonna never take nothing away from Kobe, man. Kobe was that guy, man. He was. So, but look, man, we got to do it again, man. Got to show the jersey again. Stop playing. They Kobe Bryant when he dropped 81 on y'all, man. 81 on everybody. And when I mean everybody that he played against, everybody that watched. He dropped 81 on everybody. Kobe Bryant, 81-point game. Let's see the jersey again. Let's check it out. Man. Pull-out game podcast, man. It's the pull-out game. Yeah. Y'all see it, man. Kobe Bryant. Yeah, man. Real deal. Mitchell in there. All that, man. All that. Yeah, man. Y'all see the tag, man. Mitchell in this. Yeah, man. Y'all see the vibes, man. All that, man. All that. Kobe Bryant, man. This is the jersey. You know what I'm saying? The Black Mamba, man. He dropped 81 points in this jersey. I advise y'all to go look it up. When y'all look up Kobe Bryant dropping 81 points. Y'all gonna see this exact jersey he played in right here. The 81 point Kobe Bryant, man. Stop playing, man. The same one, the color, the outline gold with the, you know what I'm saying, the purple and all. Man, stop playing, man. All stick everything, man. NBA patch that. Y'all look how y'all gonna see all that, man. Y'all gonna see all that. Y'all gonna see all that, man. Like, come on, man. Kobe, man. Yeah, man. But this Kobe, man. Had to show y'all this jersey real quick again. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, if y'all expecting some more jerseys on this episode, this might be an episode you're gonna be disappointed in because, yeah, it's all going on for the episode, man. Kobe, 81 points. Just Kobe Bryant period deserved his own episode. You know, I did a Kobe Bryant episode too, man. Like I pulled out his middle school jersey, high school, and did I pull his McDonald's All-American jersey? I can't remember. No, I pulled out the Kobe Bryant draft day jersey when he played for the Charlotte Hornets. Well, he didn't play for them, but he got drafted with the Charlotte Hornets. And he never played one game with the Charlotte Hornets, but I have the jersey. He got drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. I got that jersey, so you know what I'm saying. I had to go back, do your, you know what I'm saying, do your retro go backs and and look back at the episodes, man. Got a lot of episodes going on with so much stuff. So many jerseys I done pulled out, man. Like y'all wouldn't believe. And like so much more that y'all wouldn't believe too in the upcoming episodes, man. So y'all stay tuned. And but yeah, man. Another thing too, man. I wish they bring back. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm bringing it back, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all remember back in the day when they had back in 2001, like 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, like all the rappers. Jay-Z, Cameron, all the rappers used to wear like jerseys, Fabulous, and everybody was just rocking throwbacks. And then it had faded off. People still wearing them, but it had faded off a little bit. But when it faded off a little bit, I was still into it. I was still like in the jerseys. That still was my thing. And you know what I'm saying? No matter how the fashion changed in hip hop, jerseys was like still like my favorite thing to do. Like, collect jerseys. Cause I didn't do it because the rappers did. I was collecting jerseys like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit before that. But at the same time, like when they, went away from it, I was still into it. Like, cause that's what I just love like the history of jerseys. I love like, you know what I'm saying, somebody got a jersey and I'm like, dang, he got his jersey, that iconic player, he's wearing his jersey. It's just something about that, man. Just like a player that did iconic things and you got their memorabilia and you're wearing it. You're wearing memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? Or you just got a piece of memorabilia, even if you don't wear it. Because like I said, my jersey, I don't wear them. But I love the history of it. I love the fun of it. I love you know what I'm saying, the idea of the jersey, like of the jersey game. It's just something dope to me, man. But, that's just my thing though, man. I don't knock what nobody else do. I don't give a damn y'all try to knock what I do, because I'm going to still do it. I've been doing it even before it was a Pull-Out Game podcast, I just put it into a podcast. I made it into that. But at the same time, I love jerseys. Always did. Always forever will. Like, so it just don't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Did you in prison or whatever, you had got locked up, I'm taking your slang, man. I'm taking your quote, man. Can't stop, won't stop with these jerseys, man. But anyway, for real though, like I said, man, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, man. Kobe Bean Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I pulled out his dead jersey on here, the authentic, you know what I'm saying? The authentic jersey, man, of Kobe dead. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all had to tune in, man. Watch the episodes, man. Y'all go back and watch other episodes, man. Like, check your boy out, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell your other people subscribe so they can check out the stories, the talking, the throwbacks, and you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all check it out, man. Just check. That's all I add. Just check out the episodes, the podcast, and rock with your boy, man. But this Kobe Bryant, man, we talking about the day Kobe went crazy for the 81 points. He just was so relentless, didn't care. did his thing, and hey, it was Murder She Wrote, man. It was Murder She Wrote, man. I'm talking about Angela Lansbury style. If y'all know who Angela Lansbury is, that's the lady that played in Murder She Wrote. Anyway, man. Murder She Wrote was a dope show. I ain't gonna lie. I watched a couple episodes back in the day. They came out like the 80s, 90s, like that was random time. But shout out to Murder She Wrote, Angela Lansbury, man. Shout out to Angela Lansbury. But look, man, this ain't about Angela Lansbury. Angela Lansbury ain't got no jerseys, man. This about Kobe Bean, man. About the Bean, man. You know what I'm saying? On the team that what they used to call him to, man. Hey, Bean, yo, Bean. Bean, yo, Bean. But, you know, Kobe, like, he'll get under your skin, too, man. Like, if you want playing right, he came from that Jordan type of school, man. Like, hey, Jordan get on your skin, too. He'll talk stuff to you. He'll call you a little B and whatever, man. Get on your skin if you ain't doing right on the team. So, yeah, man, Kobe, he was relentless, man. He did not play no game, man. But, yeah, man, like I said, did Kobe Bryant, All-State, everything, the same jersey. He dropped 81 points in, man. That's it right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder, too, when Kobe was quiet in the locker room before he went out, you know, that third quarter went crazy, you know, during the 81-point game. I wonder at halftime when he was quiet and he was like, you know, he was just sitting there like that. I wonder what he was thinking. Like, what was going on in his head? Like, what did he have going on? Like, what were his thoughts? Like, what he was thinking? Like, he could have been thinking all kind of things. He could have been thinking like, man, I'm sick of all these sorry players on the team. I dropped 32, and we still down by 20. What's going on? Or he was thinking like, I got to do something, take it on my own. Damn, what the other players doing, even though they ain't playing worth nothing. You know, I got to take it on my own. You know, he probably thinking like, sorry players, we need to trade these mofos. We need to trade them. We need to get them up out of here. Or he could have been, Kobe different. He could have been thinking something probably we ain't think about basketball. Kobe probably could have been thinking like, damn, man, what I'm going to eat when after the game? You know, the game over with, what I'm going to eat? I doubt that, though. Kobe, to drop them any point, you had to be locked in thinking of nothing but the game. You want to think about no damn grocery list when, you know, after the game, you thinking about dropping some buckets on these people's heads, on these players' heads. But, yeah, man. Y'all had to go back and watch that. That was legendary, man. If y'all can't get the game, watch the highlights, man. Something different, man. But, yeah, like I said, man, they Kobe Bryant, All-State, everything. Kobe, we ain't gonna never forget you. You forever the truth. We ain't gonna never forget you, man. Like, never. I ain't gonna never forget you. As you can see, the Pullout Game podcast ain't gonna never forget you. You know, you just Kobe Bryant, man. You the Bean, you the Black Mamba, man. Like, you know, don't forget Kobe had a rap career too, man. He did that song with Tyra Banks and it was, you know, there was just some fun times back then, man. Like, you know, 96 and man, I just remember all them times, man. Like, I miss the 90s and man, come on, man. They had a show called NBA Inside Stuff and I just remember like them players back then up and coming was on them shows and man, come on, man. What y'all want me to do, man? Y'all gonna have me crying on this show, man. Well, like, come on, man. They Kobe, man. You know, but I just want to pay homage to Kobe, man. 81 points, and you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace to Kobe, man. He was just one of a kind, man. I ain't gonna never forget you. Like I said, you always gonna be talked about on the show because a lot of more Kobe Bryant jerseys to be shown on here to be showcased. So act like y'all know, more Kobe's coming. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of players, man. A lot of different athletes, man. But Kobe's one of the players I got a lot of his jersey, different type of jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Y'all be shocked, man. But you just never know what the Pullout Gang gonna pull out. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the jersey. With basketball, baseball, and football, you just never know. Never know. But yeah, man, this episode, like I said, just for Kobe by itself. The 81-point game, Kobe. This is an 81-point tribute Kobe Bryant episode on the Pullout Game podcast. But look, man, y'all been hit with Kobe Bryant. I still can't believe he gone. He scorched the Raptors with 81 points. And, you know what I'm saying? The Mamba was out after that. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Kobe. Y'all hold it down, man. Did episode 72. Y'all stay tuned for episode 73. You never know what jersey gonna get pulled out on that episode. I'm thinking some jerseys in my head right now. I'm thinking about pulling out. I don't know though, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all just gotta stay tuned, man. But y'all hold that thing down, man. This Kobe Bryant, All-Star, everything, 81-point edition episode, man. The 81-point game jersey episode. You know what I'm saying? For real. Let's get it. But yeah, Kobe Bryant, man, rest in peace to the Black Mamba, man, and Gigi and all the passengers on that helicopter. Much love. May God rest y'all souls, man. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody rocking with the podcast, man. You know I love y'all, man. You know, forever, man. But this Pullout Game podcast, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. 73 and 72. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold that thing down, man. Pullout Game podcast. Rest in peace, Kobe. 81 points for life.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.